Welcome back, Danganronpa fans, to K6. If you're watching this stream, there's a good chance that this is the second to last part of Danganronpa 2 ever. Well, we might in the future do a spin-off of Dangan Island, where we can like talk to Nagito and Hyoko and do funny stuff and take Ibuki to the fun festival. But for the story, for the near future here, this is going to be kind of the end. So thank you for joining us on this journey. But if you think it's done, you're fucking dumb. Alright, moving on. What's up, Fuyuhiko? I thought that was Byakuya at first. I was like, oh hey Byakuya, but it's like, this is not the right fucking game, bro. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. It's gonna be shitty either way. I'll let you handle it. No way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. There's a part that I'm excited to see people's reactions, especially Edward's. I guess he's leaving us to talk to Monokuma. Look how short he is, dude. What a short little Monokuma. Why, hello, Hajime. Hopefully you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here? No. There's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga, so can you forgive me for just telling you by word of mouth? He's like, I got sick of drawing all the fucking manga, so I'm just gonna tell you the story to your face. You should've just done that from the beginning. I don't want to read the manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm fed up with your babbling. Tell me what you need to tell me. It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. My back is screwed up. Oh shit. Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Oh, now that is a name I have not heard in a very long time. And here we are, guys, 55 plus hours into the playthrough, and we finally get the name drop. Hey, you remember Danganronpa 1? Monokuma's telling us. So, okay, I usually don't recap, but this is pretty important. So just a very short 1-minute recap of the last stream. We found out about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, which is where they covered up the murder of 13 students to harbor Izuru Kamakura, which was the ultimate. He was the best of the best, the hope of the world. He killed 13 people. The school covered it up. The reserve department found out about it, started riots and the destruction and burning down of the school. So, yeah. Then the rest of the world caught on, saw the injustice in the talented versus the non-talented, and it sparked a chain reaction of violence, terrorism, wars, nuclear weapons, brainwashing, all up until the point where murder and death was so common that it became the norm for humanity, to where people would be able to sit down, have a family dinner, turn on the news, and be able to see people being mercilessly shot, killed, and executed, and not even feel anything anymore. That was the worst, most awful thing in human history, was the oversaturation of violence to where it became the norm in human society. And it was all because of one person. Now, if you remember, yes, Izuru Kamakura killed 13 people and the school covered it up, but they did mention that even though the school tried to cover it up, there was one student that knew the truth and one student that used that knowledge to their advantage. And who was that one student that had all the knowledge? One single student that knew the truth of Hope's Peak Academy, started the riots in the Reserve Corps, and later had a domino effect, causing a World War III and multiple terrorist and deadly attacks on the world. That student's name is Junko Enoshima, the ultimate fashionista. However, after causing such a riot, such an event, such death, she was granted the title The Ultimate Despair. Now, Monokuma said originally the Ultimate Despair was just one person, it was just Junko. However, people inspired by her acts, people who reveled in despair, they became terrorists known as Ultimate Despair as well. Because a lot of people are like, well, that makes sense, Zach, but really, how could just Junko cause terror across the entire world? That's unrealistic. It is, but that's the thing. Junko was the catalyst, but there were people who saw her actions and worshipped her, and they became Ultimate Despair, which was a worldwide organization that caused acts of despair throughout the world and kept the fires burning long after the things that she had done. Junko Enoshima, as the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Yeah, right? You tell him, Fuyuhiko.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So Monokuma's saying that Junko had connections to really powerful people, which, I mean, they don't really go into detail, but that kind of makes sense. If she really was the ultimate fashionista, it is kind of hinted that she could use, like, it's okay, we just started. Just keep watching the stream, you didn't miss much. It's good that you came now before we start getting into big story. But anyways, welcome. So it is possible, think about what ultimate means. That means Junko is considered like the ultimate model, the ultimate fashion, like she's at the peak of the peak. So, it's not that hard to assume that she would like maybe seduce or influence people in higher roles of power. You know, maybe board members of Hope's Peak Academy, maybe political officials, maybe people that own multi-billion-dollar companies. You're talking about somebody like Junko Enoshima who's willing to not only kill people, but she revels in the fact that people kill each other. So it's very, very realistic to assume that she would try to seduce or mentally manipulate people into helping with despair or using them as puzzle pieces. If she's willing to go so far just to make high school students kill each other, I think that is also how she probably leveraged, you know, other people into doing things. So that's a theory, but it makes a lot of sense. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, why would they cause something? Why would somebody want to just destroy the Earth? They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without a purpose.
hey,
It was just Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything's despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko reunited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs had been recruited to become nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it's their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers of making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. So, again, not to really say any spoilers or whatever, but remember at the end of Danganronpa 1, again, spoilers for Danganronpa 1, which you should have seen, I can't imagine why you wouldn't or why you'd care, but at the end of Danganronpa 1, they killed Junko. Junko was dead. They executed her. So a lot of people are like, well, How could people still be making killing games and doing bad shit, and how could the world still be fucked? But now we realize this. What we don't know is behind the scenes, Monokuma and other people, is even after Junko died, she still had other people following her like a cult. So this isn't over yet. Hajime and everybody are still fucked. Yes, Junko might be dead from Danganronpa 1, but they're still in a world where there are followers of Junko Enoshima that they have to deal with. There are people out there creating despair, following in her name, whether she's gone or not. So the world isn't fixed, and that's something that we don't know that's something that we don't know in Danganronpa 1, because in Danganronpa 1, we're all like, oh, well, shit, Junko's dead, everything should be perfect now. But now, we just got the plot twist that there are people that follow her as a cult and try to push the beliefs that she did long after she's gone. Listen, look at this. Listen, people loved Junko so much that they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their own bodies in mutilation. That's fucked up. People simped so hard for Junko, they killed their families, killed their friends, and mutilated their bodies. That is how much of a mentally abusive impact Junko had. You know? And before people roll their eyes and they're like, wow, this game is really unrealistic. The fucked up thing is, this is shit that people do in the real world. Ask Pop. He researches shit about Charles Manson. He had a death cult. There were women that mutilated their bodies, branded themselves, and killed other people in his name. It's very realistic. We live in a world where if somebody if you have a combination of somebody who's mentally manipulative and somebody who's mentally vulnerable, you can create absolute fucking horrific incidences to occur. That is something that has happened, you know? And that is something very realistic. And that's something that Junko did. She took people who were vulnerable, people who were mentally weak, and manipulated them into people and convinced them that it was a good thing to kill their family, kill their friends, and even fuck up their own bodies. And to hopelessly top it all off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. That's the fucked up thing, dude. Like, that's what brainwashing is. That's what cult mentality is you don't really do things as a choice. You're manipulated into thinking that it's something you have to do. Something that it's whether it's your destiny or your fate. And that is how you create a cult of fucked up people. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students? Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, here we go, chat. So, Hajime is saying what I was just like, opposite of what I was saying. Hajime is like, that's impossible. Nobody would ever do that. And listen to this. Now, we know that Hajime is from the Reserve Corps, but what happened to the other Reserve Corps students? Let's find out. Do you know about the final days? Like, because in Danganronpa 1, we never heard about the Reserve Corps. Keep that in mind. All that we knew about was the Ultimates. In Danganronpa 1, we never had any mention of the Reserve Corps. Why was that? Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? The final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. That is also true of famous people throughout history. Wait, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believe in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Wow! So what does that mean, chat? That means Hajime is the only living member of the Reserve Corps. Junko had all 2,357 students all commit mass suicide in her name. Tell me that would not fuck up. Now do you understand why this was a chain reaction in the world? Imagine today. Again, obviously in this universe, Hope's Peak is bigger than any school that exists in the real world. Like, Hope's Peak is like way bigger than any school. But imagine that. Like, imagine one day you're sitting here and on the news, you turn on the TV and you find that like 2,300 students from like Harvard, you know, all committed mass suicide in the name of despair, and you uncovered that Harvard principals or whatever were you know, harboring murderers and using funds to hide killers and serial killers. And then suddenly society would be like, well, wait, This company, this multi-billion-dollar industry, this person's a Harvard graduate, this person works with Harvard, this person has stocks in Harvard, everything would crumble. The corruption would lead to chain reaction after chain reaction. People would riot, wars would start. You know, and it's literally insane. It's fucking insane. So just to show how much of an influence Junko had, because in Danganronpa 1, all we ever saw was what Junko did to those 16 students, which was fucked up enough. She had the 16 characters from Danganronpa 1 kill each other while broadcasting it around the world. Because keep in mind, remember that, in Danganronpa 1, Junko was filming this and showing this to the entire world live, like a crazy live stream of murder. But prior to this, she had done even worse things. Literally, if she didn't even kill these people, she was able to convince over 2,000 high school students to take their own life all at once. Mass suicide? All 2,000 students? It wasn't all of them. There was one person that was excluded. The one person that was excluded. Is that me? Damn. So, Hajime, now the ultimate nothing, he's like, I'm the only person in the Reserve Corps that didn't kill myself. Holy shit. The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh? He's not wrong, but how did he know that? That's something to keep in mind. We as the players knew that because we played Danganronpa 1, but how did Fuyuhiko know? Let's find out. Let's keep checking shit out. Junko Enoshima is already dead. What does he mean? Why does Fuyuhiko know about that? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima's really dead? What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in the Bloody Classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what are you talking about? Killing School Life. Here we go, dude. Dude, aren't these Danganronpa streams great? It's literally plot twist, plot twist, plot twist, plot twist. It's great. And it's gonna be like this all tonight and all the last stream. Never ending. Here we go. Like, the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Oh, yeah.
The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, 6 students that survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey.
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means that Junko Enoshima's dead. It turns out that the Killing School Life was part of the biggest, most awful incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away the memories. That's just like us. Well, Lewis, if you do exclamation point recap or go to our second YouTube channel, we have playlists of the full game. So if you ever want to go back and see older parts to see like where the story like picked up, you know, you can go back and watch all of it. Yeah, thank you, Shin. Because Danganronpa is one of the most thought-provoking, cool games ever. It's one of my favorites. And I can only hope and pray that in a year of despair, like 2020 is literally like the Junko year. Like I feel like Junko like made like not even joking, not even to be like try to make a cringy joke. Like everything that's happening in this year seems like Junko would be sitting there like happy as fuck. So if at the very least we can get a Danganronpa 4, please, I'll be happy. I'll be like, you know what? Things aren't all bad. Let us have Danganronpa 4. Then I can play V3 and not suicide myself because it's the last piece of Danganronpa merch. Or not merch. Last piece. Yo, thanks for the bits, Epic Mike. Yes, Epic Mike, thank you so much. Please, 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 no spoilers. But I love that you're here. You can still talk about your favorite characters, favorite this or that. Just please, no spoilers, bro. But I'm so happy you're here. All right, here we go. Apparently the whole thing was filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Oh, you meant IRL? Yeah, I mean, we're like in it, dude. I hope that there's nothing worse. I hope that the worst is behind us, but jeez. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone that watched the broadcast with despair. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the student that she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko's no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone that's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then who's our enemy? Now that is the question. If Junko's dead, who is the Future Foundation? Who is the enemy? Who is actually forcing them to do this? If Junko Enoshima's already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? So Hajime's like, so wait, even if Junko's dead, is the person forcing us to kill each other remnants of like the ultimate like despair? People following in Junko's footsteps? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resemble that killing school life. I don't know who the hell's imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way that we're gonna lose to some fake. If this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Oh. Oh. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? Well, do you have a problem with that? I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, I'll just raise the flag. A flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that? One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense again. Junko is fucking intimidating. And it's crazy because this game, like, enhances her even more. Because she was scary in Danganronpa 1, but in this game, after learning what she did even prior to Danganronpa 1, you're like, she was even more scary than I thought when I was playing the game, like the first game. It's just like, holy shit, you learn even more about her, even though, like, she'd already died in the first game. It, like, makes you go back and think of, like, wow, okay, the characters in Danganronpa 1 really were fucked, weren't they? I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise the flags like crazy. Akane! Huh? He changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. There's no time to be surprised by something like this. What do you have to say, Akane? A sex joke? Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
It's just my gut, but... I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know. Just my gut, after all.
It's just my gut.
Her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast. She's like, I can sense somebody approaching. Holy shit, dude. Fucking JoJo menacing vibes. I'm gonna move my camera a little bit. Our gut must be correct this time. Uh-oh. Alright, you guys ready? Oh, this is something I wanted you guys to see for a while. I'm ready for Edward's reaction to this. I saw this, and... Because, like, okay, I'm gonna take you back a little bit. When I first played this game, I kind of had a theory what was going on. I was like, I kind of think I know what's going on. Then I saw this, and I was like, okay, well, now I really don't know what the fuck's going on. So let's go check it out, shall we? Wait, can we go in the... Wait, this might not be even the room. Music room? Never mind, this might not be the room I'm talking about. Never mind. This is a music room. Wait, hold the fuck up. I don't know if I should be here yet. Maybe, is it after? I don't know, whatever. This is something entirely different. Never mind. Never mind. This is something else. I feel like I can see something strange. Can I leave? Okay, no, I guess we can. Never mind. The room I keep thinking of is still far away, but this is even a bigger deal, honestly. I thought this was after. Yeah. Is there something that catches your eye? Maybe this big floating monument? Alright, get ready to have your minds blown off. This is even more crazy than the other room, but never mind. It looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation. Uh-oh! It's the Future Foundation symbol. Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who... Oh, shit! So, that's a big fucking dick plot twist. The Future Foundation was established by former graduates of Hope's Peak Academy. So people who had graduated Hope's Peak Academy made the Future Foundation. Whoa. So, hold up. That means that Monomi and Chiaki were spies for people that had graduated from Hope's Peak. That's a big fucking deal. But what's their goal? Are they part of the Ultimate Despair? Or are they part of a different organization? Let's see, let's go. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak? Oh wait, aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. The Future Foundation's origins. What's this? What's this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Dude, I'm getting goosebumps already. Alright, shut up, shut up. The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Hold up. What's this email about? Here we go. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we've obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. What? So, the Future Foundation got an email from somebody claiming to have survived the events of Hope's Peak Academy. What? Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible that they may be targeted by the Ultimate Despair. So, the Future Foundation is worried that people who survived Hope's Peak Academy might be targeted by Ultimate Despair, because Junko wanted to kill all survivors. So they're like, holy shit, these people might be targets of Ultimate Despair. We believe that we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Enoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we have not located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. it seems that we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. What? There's more questions, more and more mysteries. What? We can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Hajime is like, wait, the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us. But what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? The biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. If that's really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories that we lost. Yeah, okay. Holy fuck. Well, it's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by graduates of Hope's Peak, and they took us in to protect us. So Hajime's like, holy shit. So Monomi was right all along. Every single one of you Monomi haters, according to Hajime, Monomi was just trying to protect them. Monomi took the survivors of Hope's Peak and said, holy shit, Ultimate Despair might be after you. We need to protect you on Jabberwock Island. But is that the full story? Why did she need to keep that secret from us? Why erase their memories? Why was Chiaki a spy? What the fuck happened outside of Jabberwock? There's still a lot we don't know, but things are starting to come together here. And he says, if that's true, Chiaki should have just made that clear to us. As long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the Ultimate Despairs. The ones carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through this. Damn. So Hajime's like, the followers and supporters of Junko are forcing them to partake in this. So that's his theory right now. So he's like, holy shit. So that means Hajime and all the other characters were people that survived Hope's Peak. Again, this is what he's thinking. They're survivors of Hope's Peak. And in order to create the most despair, they're taking the people that survived and forcing them to kill each other to create even more despair. That's fucked up. That means Hajime and everybody survived the awful events of Hope's Peak only to be tortured on Jabberwock Island. But wait, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's a research facility. If there really is a research facility on the island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Dang, dude. It's like crazy thunderstorm outside right now. Yeah, it's like a crazy thunderstorm. So if my internet goes out or whatever, now you know why. If my power or internet goes out, it's because of a thunderstorm. So hopefully it passes and hopefully that doesn't happen. So we can keep playing Danganronpa. All right, shut up. I don't want my power to go out before you guys see Thickums. All right, and that's not a spoiler because you're gonna see it in like 30 seconds. Don't you want to see Thickums? Freaking frick, are we supposed to go, dude? We haven't checked our Chibimi. Chibimi. How many Chibimis can die, dude? Start over with Agimi. Alright, here we go. So, this is what I was talking about. So, when I was playing this game for the first time, I had a couple theories. I was like, I think I figured out what's going on. Then I saw this, and then I was like, well, now I am more confused than I've ever been. 6 cases into the game, I am now more confused than I was at the start. Ready? Here we go. Don't spoil, but let me know if this confuses you a little bit. Because I had theories, and then all of them went out the fucking window here. Here we go. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, everything's fine. So what? Everything's pretty normal, right? This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe
It's probably Office, right? I mean, the room had that kind of stuffy teacher vibe to it. The Office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Dude, hop off Miss Sonia's ass for like 5 seconds, bro. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Thank you, Hajime. He literally said what I said. He's like, dude, how far can the simp go? Well, the flowers look kind of like shit. You see this? Flowers on the desk? Plus, they look strange. Are my eyes just tired? Yeah, why do they look like pixels? They're all blurry. Low-res flowers, bro. Alright, hold up. Alright, let's go check out the blackboard. There's a newspaper article on the blackboard. Let's go check it out, guys, shall we? What's on here? Please tell me. List of subjects. Interesting. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Alright, here we go. List of subjects. Let's check this out. This is what I wanted you guys to see. And the VOD viewers, check this out too. Okay, these are all names I've seen before. What does this mean? List of subjects. Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Akane, Sonia, Peko, Nagito, Gundam, Ultimate Imposter, Mahiru, Mikan, Ibuki, Teruteru, Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko, and Hiyoko. All of them, all the characters are on this blackboard. Now, why is that? But, let's check this out. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? What? It says, Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? Chat, answer me this. How in the fuck is there a newspaper of Hiyoko older when she has already died? What? So, like I said, I had a lot of theories in my head. Then I saw this bullshit and they all went, never mind. I don't know what the fuck's going on. How in the world is there a newspaper article of Hiyoko as an adult when she died in the music venue when Mikan slit her throat? How? How the fuck? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew was just like a little lolly girl. She was so small and looked like a child. That was her defining feature. This Hiyoko is thickums. The photo in this newspaper, I can kind of see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's way too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. And Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name? An older sister with the same first and last name. That's gotta be the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. Did you ever hear her mention that she had an older sister?
Man.
It's not like I was that close to her. She doesn't have an older sister. Wrong. Hiyoko Saionji is the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? That's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. She was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Boo, 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 boo.
today I'm feeling white.
Well, what does that mean? Today I'm feeling white. What does that mean? I've never heard him say that before. Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
So, What does that even imply? How deep do the mysteries go for this fucking game? How the fuck is there a picture of Hiyoko as an adult when she died as a kid? What the hell is going on here? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying it's the same person? That's impossible. How can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey.
Could this be related to the list of subjects?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means that there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? What am I saying? Just saying it out loud sounds messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? Our names are also on the blackboard under a list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
It doesn't have anything to do with time travel. I like how Kazuichi says that, because I feel like it's Kodaka's way of saying that, because a lot of people would see that and they'd be like, oh, it's gonna be stupid time travel. But Kodaka is a way better writer than that. Kodaka doesn't do any ass pulls or cheap tropes, so I like how, to dispel that, Kazuichi's like, I hope it's not time travel, that'd be fucking stupid. Because it's like Kodaka's way of saying, don't worry guys, it's not stupid. It's not a shit written game. An overwhelming portrait hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched in the place art says, Hope's Peak Academy's founder, Izuru Kamakura. The founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn, another mystery. Izuru Kamakura. Remember, chat, Izuru Kamakura was the ultimate hope. He was the one that brutally killed 13 students. I see Kumi. It's a glitch Akuma.
Serious?
Are you seriously glitching me? That's so stupid. I don't know why I said that. Wait, another hologram. Hold up. Another email. Dude, the emails are gold. Dude, again, boom, boom, boom. Just twist after twist after twist. All right, shut up. Another email. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. So according to the Future Foundation, the remnants of despair are still, very, very dangerous, despite Junko being dead. So make sure to keep the survivors safe, no matter what. You shouldn't draw Old Man Izuru, but you should draw Izuru Kamakura, if that makes sense. But I would wait till after. For a multitude of reasons. Andrew thinks that Izuru Kamakura is stupid, but I like him. I think I can't say it. I can't say shit. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. So there we go. So listen, according to the Future Foundation's email, even after she died, the tragedy didn't end. Which means everything she said in Danganronpa 1 was true. Which means when Makoto and Byakuya and everybody, and Kyoko and Hina and Toko and Yasuhiro, when they all left the school, remember at the end of the game, they're like, what awaits us outside the school? Is it awful despair or is it hope? We believe it's hope. And then they hit the button and open up the door and nope, it's despair, because according to them, shit's still fucking awful outside of the school and the world. And listen to this. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end the incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? Doesn't sound peaceful at all. I guess it's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, tragic event is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they would be forgiven that easily. Alright, with this, you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You can go on to the next stage! Next stage? How much more is there, Monokuma? How much more can my brain handle? If you guys are wondering, we're probably going to stream for another 30 minutes, if you're wondering. 30 minutes and then the stream will end. Alright, shush. And then Monday, either Monday or Tuesday will be the big ending. Monday or Tuesday is going to be like a 3 to 4 hour stream ending style. The hallway's different. How can he do this? I don't have time to be confused by that. Think about it's just going to waste my energy. What more can happen, chat? What more could possibly happen? There's locked still. Damn, can you guys hear that thunder? That thunder slapping loud as shit. Oh yeah, things are real fucked up. The glitches are real bad. Look at this bullshit. They got windows floating around like it's the mind's eye. Look at this. What the hell's happened here? Hey, remember in Danganronpa 1, this is where Sakura killed herself? And Celeste got hit by Justice Hammer number 1. Good times, good times. Look at all this shit just floating like poltergeist. Well, obviously there's one thing of note. Well, hold up. This is where Sakura was. No, I wanted to see the Sakura chair. It's a nice firm looking leather sofa. Looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. Or die on. Now what's this bullshit? Confidential file with the Hope's Peak Academy symbol on it. Confidential file? That means it's a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Let's see what's inside! Let's go! About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous search into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Another email! Okay, here we go. I love the emails. Here we go. Shh. More lore. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we've decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Everything for hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means that we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? Why is this happening, Chet? If the Future Foundation found additional survivors, protected them, what the fuck happened? Pieces kind of should be there. If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on the island? Guess it's not possible the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Who's ever controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Who cares about me? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Alright, well, ignoring all this floating shit, remember the Monokuma bottles? Remember when Toko hid in the locker? Good times, man. Then Yasuhiro wrote Toko's name in blood to frame her. What a knee slapper of a day that was. But you can watch all the fun memories and relive that. Holy shit, everything's upside down, world. What the frick? No, it's Glitch Tail Akane. Akane, you okay, girl?
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone's coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining the surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. That's what my gut's telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? My gut feeling is they're both. Oh shit, dude! So Hajime's like, who are you sensing? Are they an enemy or a friend? And they're like, if it's up to me, I think it's both.
Yo,
They're both! What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details, just my gut. Damn, dude. Chibimi is born. I like the 8-bit remix. Hi, Chibimi. Let me give you a sweet gift. Here is a Ramune for you, sweet child. Drink up, and may you forever live in hope. Good job. Alright. This is tripping me out, dude. Well, too bad, Depri. You can share with Chibimi. She was thirsty. Oh, frick. What? Are all the doors locked, son? Is this door open? Nope. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Akane, quit glitching out and tell me where I need to be. Girl, you tricking me again? Never mind, there's a big ass, dick ass room over here. There it is. This ironically, it reminded me of a section in Super Paper Mario. But there we go. This must be a library. We could probably left something here too. Let's find it. Holy shit, dude. Hologram again. It's got to be another Future Foundation email. Let's read it. It's gonna be important. Oh shit! This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is gonna be the end of the stream almost. All right. Future Foundation is sending an email. Who is the email addressed to? Makoto Naegi, the ultimate fucking hope. All right, here we go. Shut up. We gotta read this. To Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. So what does this mean? That means Makoto is a member of the Future Foundation? What? The same foundation that Monomi and Chiaki were members for? Monomi and Chiaki, under the same exact organization as Makoto Naegi from the first game. This is an email addressed to him. Shh, listen though, listen. We have to read this email. To Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is an act of serious treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep them alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important. Bring light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Wait, what? The 6 of you? That means, Chet, all 6 people from Danganronpa 1 became members of the Future Foundation. But listen, they're not as good as we thought. They betrayed the Future Foundation. The same people trying to protect the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. The same people trying to protect the victims of Hope's Peak Academy. Makoto and everybody betrayed them to side with the remnants of despair. Why would they do that? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy that you survived and cooperated with, recovering your memories. Immediately return them to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy is never going to end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that somebody is trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he was with the Future Foundation, right? Why is he trying to protect them? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi. Holy shit, dude. Now what? Back in the Upside Down Kingdom? Let's find the door quick so we don't get nauseous Lucius Caleb. Is there a door over here? Akane, quit freaking out, girl. I don't really know. That's a good question. I don't know how many truth bullets there are. We'll check before the trial. It'll tell us. I want to get to the trial, the beginning, and then end. That will be perfect ending spot. Hey, I saw this. Wait, did I just walk into a classroom? I don't get this. This is like the laundry room. Whatever. I see you, Hidden Kuma. Nice try, jackass.
No.
No, you found me, you little bitch. A tablet? It's my iPad filled with anime girls. My secret iPad. I picked up the tablet and immediately started to examine it. Hold up, Skippy. The Neo World program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist. Yeah? Really? Huh. Interesting. Who do we know out of this list? Who was the Ultimate Programmer, Chet? Was it cute, sweet, innocent Chihiro Fujisaki? Fujisaki-san? Chihiro, the Ultimate Programmer. Also, it's not really a spoiler, but now you guys kind of understand why I want people to read Danganronpa 0. In Danganronpa 0, who's the ultimate neurologist? Is it possibly Yasuke Matsuda-kun? Matsuda-kun. Just an idea. Just an idea. If you want to learn a little bit more about him, might want to read Danganronpa 0. Because he is the ultimate neurologist. So, yeah. I don't know fuck all about Ultimate Therapist. Or do I? They were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium. So by putting a device on your head, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world that information contained within the synthetic world, sorry. Did my stream go down? Hold up. So I just want to make sure my stream's okay. I think my stream's shitting its pants. Might be because of lightning storm. Give me a second. Hopefully it reverts to normal. Please! Please, internet, please! Hopefully it's just for a temporary bump. We'll wait. We'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. Alright. Should be good now. Should be good. Sorry. Crazy lightning storm going on. It was bound to happen. At least the stream didn't go down. Stream didn't go down. We're still here. Had a little bit of a bump. I think we're fine now. I think we're fine. Is everybody good? Internet back to stability? Are we okay to continue? Is the Neo World program shutting down on Twitch? Guys, answer me. Are we okay? Is anybody here? Can anybody hear Zach Lolliot? Okay, we're good. Okay, shut up. Well, listen. Therefore, the Neo World program is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world use of the virtual world. This device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. It's highly effective in treating brainwashing. Holy shit. Did you guys hear that thunder? I don't know if they got picked up on the mic. That was loud as shit, dude. My house, like, shook. Sorry. It's highly effective in treating brainwashing. Abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Here we go. So, Chet, do you have any theories about that? Just say yes or no. The Neo World program, if you attach the device to somebody's head, it can allow them to create a synthetic reality, almost mirroring identical to real reality. Does that maybe explain some weird stuff? Maybe remember the beginning of the game when Hajime saw a floating door? Maybe why the school is all glitchy? Remember when Monomi showed up and turned a chicken into a moo cow with magic? Suddenly all these really wacky, zany things are starting to make a little more sense, but what does it all mean? Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts that I felt till now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that this is... There's no way something as crazy as that actually exists.
Nice.
I gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair's waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything's just made up. Made up. Including me too. Neo World program. Added to the truth bullets. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Hiya.
Hi, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point, I promised you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Poo poo poo. The only ones watching us is who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Poo 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 poo. So yeah, remember at the beginning of the game? Remember at the very beginning, what did Monokuma say? The first Monokuma Theater. He said, poo poo poo, I'm trying to prepare a game that you could really enjoy and immerse yourself in. So enjoy Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Now, was that simply a fourth wall break? Or was that a hint that Hajime and his friends are inside the Neo World program? I'd say, possibly. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't see a resemblance, but... Holy shit, dude. It's fucking my head. So, chat. What actually has happened? And what was all just a simulation? Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as a human brain controls all other body functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. And that's true. Science has studied that. Placebos are real. There have been people who experience pain, fatigue, injury. They take pills that have no effect, they're just sugar water, and when asked by a doctor if it helped their pain and nausea, they say yes. Same thing. People were given food, told, oh my gosh, that food was old or it was moldy, it was food poison, and there are scientific reports of people getting sick and throwing up, only for scientists to reveal that the food that they ate was not in fact moldy, not rotten. It was completely normal, well-cooked food, but the brain associated it as being rotten, and it caused them to have the effects of illness. So this is all based on things that actually happened. So if the brain really does believe something is real, why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Oh my.
I'm not sure. I don't understand. What the heck? Oh god, not that room. Anything but the red room. No, not Monokuma. What? Glitchakuma? The moment that you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Poo 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 poo. What's a lie, Monokuma? What's real? Is anything real? Has this game been one joke? What else can we possibly see? This is where we're gonna end the stream. Not yet. We're gonna see one last thing for the finale. Big object. What is big object? Let's see. After big object, it's gonna be the end of the stream. This is it. What could possibly surprise us? You might ask, VOD viewers and Twitch viewers. Let's find out. Is this floating? It's impossible. There's no way something this big can float like this. But what is it? And the moment that I looked at that object, what? It's our boy! It's our boy, Alter Ego! What? This is the one that saved Makoto Naegi! Alter Ego-san! Why are you here? What? Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude! Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person's talking to me. Who is it? Is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. Chihiro-kun, come here. It's gonna be okay. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That's the name my master gave me when he created me. Yo! What the fuck, Konaka? You fucking psychopath? It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego, Artificial Intelligence Program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. The floating object, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. It's like I can't even believe in my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? What is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure from shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means that the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That's why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. So what does that mean, chat? Yep, your thoughts and your worst suspicions were true. Big fucking spoiler alert. We were never on, well, technically we were, but they were never on Jabberwock Island to begin with, chat. Hajime and his friends were in the Neo World program in an AI-constructed Jabberwock Island. Which is why, remember when Sonya went through the pamphlets, the way that Jabberwock Island looks now, the way it's described now, and the way it looks on the island don't match up. It doesn't match up. This whole time, remember how Monomi kept saying, I can't do anything without my magic stick, I can't do anything without my magic stick. That's because Monokuma was a computer virus that was able to override Monomi's authority and create the world. That's why, remember during Case 5, when Nagito created an impossible to solve case, and they were like, well, how does Monokuma know that Chiaki's the one that killed Nagito? That's because in this world, Monokuma knows everything. Remember, Monokuma even said, I have no need for security cameras. Why would I need security cameras? I'm all-knowing, I'm all-seeing. How could he possibly be all-knowing and all-seeing unless he was a computer virus watching over the entire program from the beginning? Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school that you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. It's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply just the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying that this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? It serves only one purpose. To make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. So the Neo World program was originally designed to create a perfect world. To put people in the machine and have them simulate a perfect world. Which, remember, is what Monomi wanted. Remember, Monomi's like, don't worry about troubles. We're just going to be friends and everything's love and we'll eat and have fun and it'll be endless summer. It was to create a paradise so that they would feel hope in their hearts. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period that you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Damn. So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program of the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. There had to have been a very good reason. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Damn, not even Alter Ego knows what's going on in the outside world. Are you saying that we're just lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But I thought they're trying to save the world. Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? How quickly hope can turn to despair. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. It's okay. You're okay. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and the virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. Oh shit, here we go. This is it. So, the Neo World program was designed to hold 15 users and 2 monitors. 2 monitors. They were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. So, what does that mean? Now, this is kind of sad a little bit, in my opinion. It's kind of sad. So this is what we've wondered from the beginning of the game. Who is Monomi? Or who was Monomi, now that she's dead? Who was Monomi all along? Well, we found out her identity. Monomi was nothing more than a computer program designed to watch over the 15 participants. But what else does that mean? Even though Hajime and everybody were real people in the Neo World program, there was somebody else that was nothing more than a computer program. And who was that, chat? The traitor of the Future Foundation, aka Chiaki Nanami. That means Chiaki was never real. Chiaki was never a student with everybody. She was nothing more than just an AI program designed to guide them along. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority so that they would just seem like everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher have? The teacher creates the rules of the world and manages them, just like Monomi tried to do before Monokuma hacked it. If the teacher's properly managing the rules, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everyone, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed. The Neo World program promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it became a world. So the ultimate despair, or the remnants of despair, are such pieces of fucking shit that even in a world controlled by hate and death, they were like, oh shit, the Future Foundation got that real fancy Neo World program, and they're trying to create a digital paradise. Because the Future Foundation was like, well, if the real world's fucked, might as well just create a digital world where people can live in peace. Even if it's only 15 survivors, we can create a world where they can live in an eternal paradise and have fun and no despair. Even then, the remnants were despair were like, LOL, nah. And then they hacked it. They're like, LOL, psych, boy. Here's my Monokuma virus, dumbass. And fucked them in the digital world, too. What's the virus? I don't know the details behind its identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained the authority to build the world. It was like a grandmaster chess player. Yeah, here's a quick little hop, skip, and thank you, Shen. Hop, skip, and 60-hour LP you can go ahead and check out tonight. Binge it, marathon. Get your friends in on it. Tell your mom, be like, yo, mom, want to watch Milky Finisher play Danganronpa LP for 48 hours straight? Yeah, son. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the Funhouse. So, they did say that, like, even though the world was supposed to be a certain way, because of the virus, there were abnormalities in the world. Again, like the Funhouse and like Monokuma Rock. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive AI that the Future Foundation created. I can tell just by communicating with her. Which means this virus is so smart that it even surpassed Alter Ego. What? Does that virus contain an AI just like her? Damn, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. It's freaking irritating. But how did the virus even infect the Neo World program? Yeah, you would think that the Neo World program would be safe. Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but think about this. How the fuck did somebody put a virus in the Neo World program when the Neo World program is protected by the Future Foundation? How was somebody able to infiltrate the Future Foundation? Does it have anything to do with, remember the email that the Future Foundation said, you are creating treason of the highest caliber? Something to think about. It exists in isolation. It's impossible to be infected through a network. I'm fairly certain somebody physically uploaded. So according to Alter Ego, this is not a virus that you can send in digitally. It had to have been physically uploaded onto the server. Somebody secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into this facility. And they directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. So somebody physically tampered and fucked with this program. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. Well, no, Griffin, because she was dead. She's died. She's dead. No, earlier in the stream, they found out that she's dead. She was killed in Danganronpa 1. We saw it happen. But the only one that could enter that facility... No, listen. The only person that could have been a member of the... that could have entered the facility is a member of the Future Foundation. Griffin, you missed it earlier, dude. You missed it earlier, Griffin. They were sending emails to Makoto. Saying that he betrayed them. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything's a lie? Oh no, it's Chiaki and Monomi. Yeah, they sent earlier in the stream, the Future Foundation sent an email to Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa 1 saying, hey, what you're doing right now is the highest form of treason. Stop now. Could it be that his act of treason was uploading the virus to the Neo World program? Why would he do that? I thought he was supposed to be the ultimate hope. Why would he destroy this? It's fucked up, dude. It's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas? That's a limit too. A limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Oh, so listen, this is interesting. This is interesting. Listen. This is interesting. So, Alter Ego's trying to give us a little bit of help. Even if Monokuma is a virus and hacked the system and got the observer role, according to Alter Ego, it is still bound by the rules of an observer. It cannot go past that threshold. So, that means Monokuma is not actually all-powerful. He is just as limited to the rules that Monomi was limited to. So that's a key piece of information. Monokuma is limited to the exact same rules and regulations that Monomi was limited to. Cannot surpass those. In order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Alright, even if you're a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you, young lady, man. Alter ego. If you're gonna say something more... Suppose you exist between life and death and yourself is inevitable, can't be parallel to the deflection based on the definitive existence of the concept of the relationship. Well, there's the paragraph. Shows a relationship being cut off rapidly causes a situation where your existence is unobservable and accelerates across the point joint to ownership of the world, and the situation of the context invites your death. Hey. Death. It's negative Akuma! Holy shit. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished in that space, the video feedback's been pretty distorted. And this is fucked. Listen to this. I think we're all smart enough to know who's talking on the other end right now, but listen to what he has to say. Even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things that you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't hear me or see me. So that means the person on the other end can't see or hear Hajime, but they're trying to project something. But this is fucked. If this is who we think it is, chat, that means the entire game, they were forced to watch this. So if this is who we think it is, somebody that survived the most traumatic, fucked up killing game that ever happened, they were sitting there and Monokuma fucked with them yet again and made them watch everything that we saw. Ibuki being killed, Nekomaru sacrificing himself, Gundam's execution, all of that. He was forced to watch this, knowing that he could not help and he could not stop them. Who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe that you're there listening to me. But first, I need to apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. It's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether you guys, whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What do you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam, right? Oh, this is the end! This is the end of the stream! Alright, shut up. You know. Leon 11037. This is gonna confirm it. Wait, 11037? That's the number that we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you guys found the hope fragments. Remember at the beginning of the game? Remember Monomi? And guess what, chat? Want to know the biggest plot twist? Who was Monomi this entire time? Who was Monomi this entire time? Who was communicating with them via Monomi's administrative properties? Who was the one that said, please, please don't kill each other, don't hurt each other, don't do it. Don't do it. All you guys need is the hope fragments. But listen, so at the beginning, remember Monomi just said, if you guys get all the hope fragments, you can leave. But listen, if the door was supposed to open after you gathered the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. But listen, however, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that the program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought that the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason that I left 11037 in a place that the teacher could not even get to. So that's why, remember, Monomi and Monokuma, you know how they were scared of mice? That was the program's way of saying that they could not go. Even Monomi and Monokuma did not have the administrative properties to enter Nezumi Castle. That's because this person was scared that if anything happens, they wanted to create a backup. They're like, just in case something goes wrong, we need to have a password that only the students can activate, that even Monomi can activate, just in case somebody hacks this. But listen though, even then, somebody else fucked it up. I never thought Nagito would erase it. So he's like, even then, he's like, he created the program, they created a backup just in case everything went wrong, but he was still not able to predict that Nagito would be like, fuck this, fucking Nagito, little bitch. Anyway, listen, this is the best part. This is where we're gonna end the stream. I am also the person that set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. And that hits me so fucking hard, dude. That shit hits me so fucking hard. So, we can just say it now. That's all the evidence we need. That is Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa 1 talking to us right now. Makoto is talking to us. And what did he say? Why was the ruins password Leon? Because listen, he said, somebody left me that number when I was in a bad situation. So I wanted to entrust that number to you because I know that you're in a bad situation right now. Even after all this time, even after everything that happened, Makoto still cared about Sayaka. He was still like, I don't know if Sayaka ever meant to help me or if she wanted to fuck me over, but I'm going to believe in Sayaka because when nobody else believed me and when everybody wanted to convict me as the killer, Sayaka left that password for me to give me hope. So I wanted to do the same for you guys as well. And that's why I made it the same exact password. But that person's trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. So, does Makoto have a secret plan to defeat Monokuma yet again? In a worst case scenario where an observer who's gotten the role of teacher goes rogue, I have prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam. It is the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence. Even a teacher's authority cannot stop that command. It is a way to end this so you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means they stole the teacher's authority. They shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. All right, here we go. In order to force shut down the sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, listen though, but wait. So Makoto's saying in order to force shut down the program, we need more than half the students. But what's the problem with that? More than half are dead, so how do we do it? He says, in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. No! 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 Tell us, how do we stop Monokuma? What's the secret to stopping Monokuma? How are Hajime and everybody going to stop Monokuma? Will Makoto think of a plan? How is this going to end? What is going to win in the end? Hope or despair? Who is the traitor? Who is the villain? Who is behind all of this? And how will they get out? And even if they do get out, is the world even in a situation to where it matters anymore? Find out on the next time the Milky Finishers stream Danganronpa, aka tune in to the last time the Milky Finishers stream Danganronpa.